Hey guys, Esther Mormon here, your photography business coach, and I am so excited for today's topic because it's something that gets me probably most excited. Like I'm almost losing my breath here. I'm just trying to say it. But it's something that is so important, and I hear it all the time. The biggest, not like complaint, but the biggest struggle I find is sales for photographers. So today's topic is my top 3 sales conversion tactics to help you get more of your inquiries and turn them into bookings. So we as photographers are not trained salesmen, so it's something that is not in our, we're not built like this. So I heard from a friend of mine, and he's been in the photography industry for 10 plus years, and he phoned me the other day and he was just like, he's like, Esther, he's like, it's great that you're like super outgoing, and he's like, I feel like you're probably really good at sales too, and I can see that your business is thriving, but he's like, I'm not a trained salesman, so it's just so frustrating for me that it's like I am an awesome photographer and I know that, but I'm not converting as many inquiries as I'd like to, just because of the fact that I am not a trained salesman. And I said, man, like you're right. Like it's tough that we are not, we're not salespeople. So it is hard for us, but I said, we got to change your mindset and just learn of how we can get better at this instead of being like, I'm not a salesman, so I can't do this. No, we got to get out of that mindset and switch it to okay, well, you're right. Like a photographer is not a trained salesman, but how can I take my business and level up beside the other business who is, feeling sorry for themselves and kind of like, I'm not a salesman, so I can't get as many sales as somebody who was a salesman. Well, guess what? No photographer is a salesman. So you can now get these skills and these tactics that I'm about to teach you today, and all your competitors are here, and you're going to go whoop up there because you implement these tactics that I am telling you, and you're going to be booking way more clients than your competitors. So I'm choking because I'm so excited. Okay. Basically, today we're going over my top 3 tactics that I just mentioned. So my goal for by the end of this is that you are feeling inspired to not only like take your business to the next level, but just feeling motivated to like, okay, I can do this. I'm not a trained salesman. No photographer is. But you're feeling motivated and ready to go. And like, I want to just simplify this because it's not rocket science. It's not super confusing of making that perfect sale and whatnot. It's just a few things that are going to make a huge difference. And once I started implementing these things in my business, I started booking 9 out of 10 brides that I meet with and who have inquired to me just because of these 3 strategies that I'm teaching you today as one of our bonuses for buying my framework. So super stoked that you're here, and we're going to jump in. So with these top 3 tactics, these are like, there's like so many things that play into whether somebody's going to book you and a lot of factors, but these 3 tactics that I'm going to teach you are going to make a huge difference in your conversion percentage, and you're going to be booking way more people, guaranteed. I guarantee it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the speed of after somebody has reached out to you for a photo shoot or for a wedding that they want you, they're curious on, are you available? How much is it? They want more info, everything like that. So they're just their initial reach out. Maybe that's a DM, maybe that's an email, maybe it's through your website, maybe it's a Facebook message, however they're contacting you. That's our first initial point of contact, okay? So they've done that. Now, the speed of getting back to them, the whole thing I'm trying to say here is that people want instant gratification. They want the response instantly, and it's just in our human nature that that's what we want and that we need to feel satisfied after we have taken the time to reach out to somebody. We want to hear back right away. So I'm talking about this speed because I find it so important. And honestly, I've lost sales before for weddings because I didn't get back to them fast enough. I learned that the hard way, but instead of you learning it the hard way and losing out on sales that I did in my early years of shooting weddings, you get to skip that and you get to instead learn from me, learn from my mistakes. And so the whole thing that I'm saying here is getting a quick response time. So literally I would sit on my email sometimes for anywhere from like 2 to 5 days after getting an inquiry, and then people would ghost me and they're like, no, like I moved on, like there was someone else who got back to me like that, and I wanted to just get my vendors booked and get this done. Or maybe it's a family session and they're like, no, like you waited for so long, you know, like we've already booked somebody. And I was losing out on people, and I was so frustrated because I was like, oh, like I just, you know, I was doing other things, or, you know, like I have a personal life and I wanted to separate work and this, whatever it is. And I was like, I can't get back to them right away. And that was my headspace. But then I thought, you know what, I want to do a test and see about getting back to people the same day they reach out and see how things go. You know, I wanted to just test the waters. And it was insane. Like the emails that I was getting for people reaching out, I would get back to them like the same day, sometimes within a matter of hours. I was monitoring my inbox so closely, and people were pumped. They were like, Esther, this is so awesome. You know, like I reached out to 5 photographers. I've only heard from you so far. We would like to proceed, or yeah, like we'd like to know what your next steps are. How does this work? You know? And I was like, oh my goodness, this works. So I'm like, I gotta take that and I gotta put that into play. So then I made that my goal now moving forward. After I saw such great results, I'm like, okay, I need to put this into practice because it makes sense. So I know like I want a work-life balance too. So I do have a virtual assistant as well, but I honestly, like I answer all of my wedding inquiry ones. I have the virtual assistant for monitoring DMs and Facebook messages, and any website inquiries as well, just to give me kind of a heads up about that. So she looks after that, and I'm very thankful for that because that saves my butt sometimes. That if I'm, you know, like if I'm away for the weekend, or I'm out of office for an evening, or I decide to go night skiing or whatever it is, and I'm not monitoring my inbox, she is. So I have like a heads up there, and I can always tell her, like send her a voice memo of like, here's what I want you to say, or like copy this template but change this and this. And so it's still personal and coming from me. So that's the first thing that I want to say because it's so important. So whatever you need to do to make it happen, but quick response times. And I'm talking quick, like same day. So especially for email, because emails, it's so easy to just leave it, but don't leave it. Jump on it. Like there's no tomorrow, and get back to them the same day. And then with DMs and Facebook messages, like just respond quick. As soon as you see it, like just respond, and people love that. They are going to be stoked. So, that's what I'll say on that for my sales tactic number 1. Sales tactic number 2 is something that it's not my favorite thing in the world. I will be quite honest with that, but it's something that took my conversions for brides and grooms from 3 out of 10 to 9 out of 10. So obviously it's worth doing, even though I don't love it and I don't enjoy it. So getting on a call with them, or a Zoom call if it's for a wedding. So I say a call because if someone reaches out to me for like a couples adventure session, or an in-home session, or any kind of lifestyle session, and that's all they want to do, I'll get on a phone call with them, usually 10-15 minutes, that's fine. And I just want to put a voice to me and chat with them, hear a little bit about what they have in mind, some small talk, you know, just to show that like you're a human, you're not just this like robot business. And just to get on the phone with them, and that makes such a huge difference there. It's not worth it. Like if it's a low ticket item, like these adventure sessions, in-home sessions, stuff like that, it's not worth my time to do an hour-long Zoom call just because these are low ticket items. Whereas if they're reaching out for me to shoot their wedding, yeah, that's a high ticket item, and I'm definitely going to want to get on a Zoom call with them and make it worth their time. So the Zoom call, it's typically an hour long, and that's kind of just part of my sales funnel for getting clients to book me. So the funnel basically goes like this. I get people coming in through Instagram, and then, you know, or Facebook or whatever. Most of mine come from Instagram, but they come in through there, and then I direct them to my website. They're going to jump on my website. They're going to get to know me. They're going to fall in love with my style, and then they're going to fill out my contact form. Then after that, the inquiry comes, I get back to them like that, just like we talked about, same day. And then I send them this big, like, exciting email. You know, I'm super, like, I type like how I talk in person, which has also been very helpful. And then I just tell them, hey, my next steps is that I do require to meet with you on a Zoom call. It's part of my policy. I send them a link where they can book the call, the Zoom call. And then once they book that, I am on that hour-long call and I'm like animated and we're having a good time. And I have kind of like a very similar script I use every time. And it works awesome because I book 9 out of 10 brides and grooms that way. And before, what I was doing was I was literally just emailing them back and that was it. Nothing else. And I would like hear crickets and I'm like, how am I only booking 3 out of 10? Like, that's insane. That's not good. Like, I was so frustrated. And I was talking with my business coach and I was just like, oh man, like my conversions are sucking, and so I kind of told him my whole process and he's like, it's like, you need to get on the phone with them. That's going to make such a huge difference. Try it out. I'm like, oh, like I hate being on the phone. Like I just have this weird like phobia about it. Like I don't love it. Zoom calls included. And I'm like, I get so like stressed out and anxious. And he's like, just try it and let me know how the results are. And obviously the more I did it, the more confident I got. And now I don't get those butterflies and I still don't like, it's not my favorite thing in the world, but I do it because it works and I've gotten better at it and I've gotten rid of those nerves because, I'm doing it more often and it's getting more enjoyable because I'm getting better at it. So, I told him, I'm like, oh man, I'm like, you literally saved my butt. And I told him the different examples of, from before when I would just send an email back and then people were like, nah, like they just weren't really feeling it. Whereas when I can get them on a call, they're like so excited to work with me all of a sudden. And they're like, we have to have you. So that's like a huge, huge thing. And with lifestyle sessions included as well, like do a 10-minute phone call. It's going to be worth your time. And I guarantee the other photographers they're reaching out to are not going to be phoning them. That's going to be such a big leg up. I know a lot of wedding photographers, not a lot, but a decent amount do the Zoom calls and whatnot. But it's like a must. Like you should definitely be doing it for both of these things, for lifestyle ones and for wedding photography. So that's my number 2 huge sales for photographers hack and something that you need to do. My third and final one is being social over salesy. And when I say this, I know you could be kind of like rolling your eyes right now. Like, yeah, like I know, like I shouldn't be that like greasy salesman or whatever. But no, I'm saying this because people, like photography is such a personal thing that when people are looking for somebody to capture, whether it's for their, for their wedding or for a lifestyle or for their engagement or whatever it is, it's a very intimate experience. And it's like you are seeing like you're capturing their memories. Like this is a very, very significant and intimate moment that you are capturing, that they're trusting you. So being social over salesy is huge for photographers because they're not looking for that person, suit and tie, professional and being all business-like and professional and more like salesy. No, they want that social person because it's such a personal thing that they're looking for. They're looking for this photographer. It's such a personal service that they want to feel a connection. They want to feel a human connection with somebody if they're going to trust you to take their photos. So that's why I say these sales tactics of like being social, like when I do a call with whether they want a lifestyle session or if I'm on a Zoom call with a potential bride and groom, I'm like super social. And then like the packages and whatnot and everything like that, that's towards the end after they've already fell in love with me, because I want them to get to know me for who I am and make sure that we're vibing and that I'm going to be the right fit. And then I'll get into, the nitty gritty details and stuff. But what I'm saying is that you need to be social over salesy, because you got to show yourself, like just like show how you can connect with them. Maybe it's a similarity you guys have. Maybe you are like laughing at one of their jokes when you're talking with them. Maybe you're making a joke because that's like just you, that's who you are. Or maybe you are, talking on your Instagram story and you're just like chatting through things and maybe talking about your day, or maybe within your Facebook post, you're saying like, hey, like I was up to this today and then this happened, and you're letting people know, but you're giving them a connection point so that you are showing them that social side and not trying to just sell your services of like, hey, buy my photography package. Hey, book me for your wedding. Hey, fill in the blank, like you're giving them a reason to connect with you socially, and that's going to be a huge game changer. It was a huge one for me, and then people were like, oh my goodness, like I already feel a connection with you and I haven't even met you in person. Like, how insane is that, right? So my 3 tips, let's recap. Being quick, same day response for inquiries on email or on social media. Number 2 is getting on the phone with them or a Zoom call if it's a wedding. And number 3 is being social over salesy. So these 3 things literally took my business from 0 to 100. And I'm telling you this because I want you to learn from what I've done and that's working and that's proven to work, because when I wasn't doing it, I was like, what's going on here? But since I implemented them, like things have gone from beep to so I'm so excited that you took the time to invest in some education and to learn from me. So thank you again for joining in, and I can't wait to see your business blow up. And yeah, that's what I got to say. So let's go full-time photographer, and can't wait till next time when we are back learning and growing our businesses. So until next time.